MotoGP leaves the Losail International Circuit and makes its way over to Portimao. Welcome to the Algarve International Circuit for the Tissot Sprint ahead of round 2 of the 2024 season. Hello everybody, welcome up to the commentary box. We're all set to go for what's going to be a very exciting sprint race as well. Qualifying delivered us another exciting turnaround. We were all expecting Marc Marquez to be on pole position, but a crash earlier on out of the turn 15 7-story drop has put him down to 8th on the grid. Pole position going for just the second time in his MotoGP career, but 11th time overall across all classes to Enea Bastianini. There is a real sense of excitement here. It's a roller coaster circuit, ups and downs, making it completely impossible to know 100% who's going to be on the full throttle. We can't wait to get going. Alongside me in the commentary box with Megan Birch as well, and if needs be for anything dramatic happening, Maddie Patterson is trackside as well in the media centre, and we can drop in on her if there's any problems as well. But we're expecting a smooth sprint race. Marc Marquez on his second bike, 8/10 slower than what he was early on in the session as well when he had his first bike. That, however, is now going to be his race back tomorrow. He won't get to test that until warm-up. He's on his second bike for the sprint race here today as well. It's going to be an interesting one. Due off in a few moments. Let's join Susie Perry in TNT.
And finding his way quickly on the MotoGP bike. So I think we're going to see, for sure, we're going to see a lot more of him this year. But why not he as well in the fight for the podium?
Well, it's a beautiful event to come to here in Portimao. You're not very far from the sea, and if you are in Europe, great atmosphere. We did hear a big cheer just a couple of minutes ago when they saw Marc Marquez on screen, and I think everybody's so excited to see him on a competitive bike. Crashed out in qualifying, but going from 8th. He's going to be tearing it up in the sprint, isn't he, Michael?
Always. Marc lights up any race whenever he's got a chance of victory or a shot at the podium. Another cheer for the home man, Miguel Oliveira, but I think Marc could have been in the front row of the grid without the crash today. He's got the rhythm. Yesterday afternoon, he had the best race pace of anyone, stringing together consistent laps. He's going to be getting stuck in. He's one of the good starters. He's got such good spatial awareness on a tight track where it bunches up into turn 3. He won't want to be repeating last year where he did T-bone the local man. So if he can get through there clean, he's got a shot at it today. And
the biggest cheer of the day, just quickly, is Miguel Oliveira, the home hero, but he's having to go from 15th.
Bit of a struggle, still trying to click with the 24 Aprilia, so it's a new model for him, 2 years worth of upgrades, new team and Trackhouse. He loves this circuit, knows it well. He will be able to figure it out, so it's going to be a hard race for him today from that far back in the grid, but he'll have all the support from the home crowd.
Yeah, he certainly will, and Dave, he can't do it today. Let's keep our fingers crossed that he'll learn enough from the data to move forward again tomorrow, but never say never as we're looking at shots of Alex Rins there. And as we said, both of the Yamahas making it through to Q2. Alex Rins will be going from 11th today.
All set to go then here for the sprint race. And fingers crossed it's going to be an interesting day of action and intrigue as well.
Martin on the front row of the grid. Michael, a great starter, and he's going to need to be.
Probably the best starter in the front row of the grid. He's lining up alongside Enea Bastianini on pole, doesn't jump good. Maverick Vinales doesn't start good, so he's got to look for Jack Miller probably as his biggest threat into turn 1. So Jorge Martin not feeling as confident as you would anticipate. He always has one lap pace, but tomorrow is his, he feels he's got the setup, whereas now maybe not quite there in terms of his soft tyre pace.
Former world champion then Fabio Quartararo looking a little more relaxed, and we know that he's been really looking at this season as, well, having to develop the bike, unfortunately, but he's also got one eye on where he's going to go next year. Will he stay or will he go?
Well, we don't know that yet, but for sure Fabio is motivated to try and make it happen this year. He knows that Yamaha's got the opportunity to do all that development on that bike, on the aero side, on the ride-height divide side, to try and catch up with the Ducatis, the KTMs and the Aprilias. So, you know, Fabio really loves that bike. He won the World Championship with that bike. He suits his riding style, and step by step, you feel like they're getting better. You know, it was hard start in Qatar, but here so far, both Yamahas have been looking good.
Let's hear then from the Yamaha team boss, Mayo Meregali, has been talking to Nat.
Well, Mayo, Fabio and Alex Alex qualified well straight into Q2, which was the first job of the weekend. How much does that help, just having a better position on the grid?
Yeah, first I was relieved yesterday when we could enter Q2. We spoke together just before, and I was just waiting for that session because it was the session where we could see where we were. And anyway, entering with both riders in Q2, for us, it's a little sign that the work is starting paying. And yeah, you know, starting from here, it's less bad than being quite far. And the results of the race, I would like to say that 50% start from the row where you are starting. And now, for this afternoon, the big question mark is the rear tire. Most of the others are using the soft, and Fabio was quite comfortable with the medium. So now the last decision has been taken, and I don't know which one.
Well, we hope it's a positive race for you. Thank you, Maya.
Thank you very much.
Getting all set to go there. The anticipation rising like crazy. Got no idea what we're expecting to see or who we're going to be expecting to be in contention with as well. And the action is going to be rising up. Tension will be the given factor as well. We can't wait. 5 minutes to go then until the Tissot sprint gets underway. 3 minutes now as we onboard with the medical riders through turns 1 and 2 in the safety car, which is a BMW as per normal. And the tension is rising, the atmosphere building. It's what we love about this amazing circuit. Look at Luca Marini starting last in the field as well, so far down. Here it comes then, everybody. Sit back, relax and enjoy, because the Tissot sprint race always is electric. This is the scene of when we had the first one back in 2023. What are we going to see? It's still a Ducati on pole position. Hard front, soft rear as expected. It's going to be 12 laps around this fantastic 2.853 mile circuit. Here it comes. Anticipation is rising ahead of the Tissot sprint. Here's your starting grid. Enea Bacianini on pole position. Alongside him, Maverick Vinales and Jorge Martin. A Ducati factory, then an Aprilia, then a prototype on the bike as well, the Prima Pramax. Further back, row 2, Bagnaia, Miller and Bezecchi. Then it's Acosta, again out-qualified Marc Marquez's 8th. Fabio Quartararo's best start of the season in 9th, getting through to Q2 for the first time in over a year. Both of them were, with Binder, Rins and Alex Marquez rounding out Q1. Those out in Q2, that went Aleix Espargaro 13th, Digi was 14th, Oliveira's 15th, Ralph Fernandez is 16th, then it's Franco Morbidelli, Augusto Fernandez, Johan Zarco, Johan Mir, Takiki Nakagami and Luca Marini lines up 22nd on the grid. The warm-up lap starts and we are underway here at the Portuguese Grand Prix. It is the Tissot sprint race. It's a 4.592 metre circuit, 2.83 miles, 6 left-hand corners, 9 right-hand corners, and the first corner here down at Primera. Tal17 says, come on Mark, don't disappoint us. SHT says, hey Josh, evening everybody. And this is where the business begins. Gift says, Mark, please be on the podium today. Anything's possible as they come into it. I want to know where Megan is. She's very late to the commentary box. Here today. Into turn 5 at Torrey Vip. You speak of the devil, she appears on the parade lap as well. I nearly text Maddie Patterson saying box, box, box. That's how much I was not texting you throughout this weekend. There's your headset as well to pop up. Oh, do you want me to pass you the headset? And Megan's now, I'm glad she wasn't on the microphone because she's just caught her finger on the chair on the arm here, and that was very painful. Where are you going? Megan has cut her finger on the chair. Okay, so that's an interesting one if you're just watching us. Bagnaia leads the title, 31 points. Binder's 2 back in the championship as well, so they are close between them. So Megan will join a little bit late as she tried to manoeuvre the chair and has cut her finger. I know how she's done it. She's tried to go the side and she's moved the side pods. Okay, that explains it. Right, let's open up the battle cam then with all the information we need for the sprint race. Open up. They come out of Galp. Last corner here, 7 stories the drop. Iran says Fabio Quartararo to me with the go, go, go. They're lined up on the grid now as well. You can hear the bikes revving in the background. What will Bagnaia do? Just behind his teammate Bastianini. Ducati's got a great launch device here. Red flag at the front, medical car at the back. Everyone looks to be okay. Bastianini just checking, everything's okay. Activate the launch procedure with the right height device. Green flag at the back. The Tissot sprint here in Portugal is under starters' orders. 5 lights are on. Lights out, and we're underway, and it's a wheelie start for Bastianini. Bagnaia's going to come through, and we've got 5 riders side by side into turn 1. Maverick Vinales takes the lead. Up into second position goes Jack Miller. Storming start from the Australian. Really great through turn 1. Bagnaia's going to try and fight back. Maverick's lost the lead. Jack Miller leads here at Portimao. Up into turn 4 we go after Lagos, and it's going to be Miller, then it's Bagnaia. Coming through will be Vinales. Martin, Bastianini from 1st to 5th. That wheelie at the start really didn't help him. He's battling with Jorge Martin. At the inside, Marc Marquez forces out Martin, and he's going after Bastianini. Brilliant start from the world champion Marc Marquez. He's really showing them who's boss. Up from 8th into 5th position. Jack Miller, though, with the best start. Absolutely storming as he's got through. Over the hill for the first time. Drops down to turn 9 and Craig Jones. Everyone's got their position safely done. Quartararo's jumped down to 10th position after starting in 8th, but Rins has done the opposite. Started 11th, up to 8th. Great start from him. Brad Binder's dropped from the front row. He's down now to 7th position as well. Vinales come back a little bit too. Awesome start from Jack Miller. There's Marc Marquez making easy meet to Vinaya Bastianini. And now Mark is up into 4th position. Now, Rins is on medium front, soft rear. Quartararo's got medium front, medium rear. Nakagami's medium front, soft rear. Everybody else is hard front with the soft rear tyre. So there will be a difference to that. Gift says, wow, how did Alex drop so much as well? Acosta has also dropped down to 11th position after starting in 7th. Bad start from him as they come across the line to turn 1. It's all about the drag race with the slipstream battle. Miller will have the inside line but goes a bit too deep. Bagnaia's trying to come back at him. Vinales right there too. And now we're seeing Bastianini under attack from Jorge Martinez. Marc Marquez has a battle with Maverick Vinales. Fabulous start. Eric says, what is Jack Miller on? KTM, I'm drawing a blank. He's on the KTM, the Red Bull Factory KTM bike. No jump start, says Race Control, as they hurtle down in towards Tory Vip, and Miller's gone wide. Miller's missed the apex by country mile. Bagnaia's going to try and fight back on the inside line. Hasn't got anything there. Big winner at the start, Alicia Spargo, up 5 places. Biggest loser, Marco Bezzecchi, down 6 places. Awesome start to this race. Awesome. Over the top of the hill. Down again through turn 9. Marc Marquez right on the back, trying to capitalise. Vinales just ahead of him, and Vinales having a go around the outside, trying to get a go on Bagnaia. That's going to allow Marc Marquez to look on the inside line, coming into turn 10 and Portimao. He's rubbing. They're rubbing each other. Unbelievable. Marc getting his elbows out, physically touching the side of Maverick Vinales and manoeuvring himself into 3rd position. Bastianini's going right round the outside of Jorge Martinez. Vinales is going to hold them up a bit. Now it becomes the inside coming into turn 14 at Sarges. Miller leads as Martin and battling with Bastianini. They almost make contact and they're still side by side together. Miller leads. Bagnaia, Marc Marquez up into positions as well. Great start from him on the order as well. So I'll help you with your headset coming on there as well as they come across the line. Bagnaia's taking the lead of the race. He pulls to the outside line, out-drags Miller. Marquez in third position. Awesome start to the race as Marc does a fast stop of the race. Now he goes to the inside line, trying to get out of Jack Miller. But here comes the Aprilia of Maverick Vinales down in turn 3. He's going to force his way through on Marc.
Someone's dropping.
And Marc had a bit of an accident there as they come through. Crash at the back. It's Alex. Is that Alex Marquez? Hang on, there's two off. Who's off down there? It's Alex Rins and Alex Marquez. So it's Rins up. Well, Alex Marquez has gone down 17th. Out of the race goes Alex Rins.
Yeah. I've literally cut myself on my finger.
Did wonder why you're doing that. Oh, wow. My voice is gone.
That chair is even.
Really need you to take over. Here it is again.
I don't know how.
Well, look, there's Miller going wide and Bagnaia slipping through.
Right. Oh, he almost lost it there while he was getting overtaken.
Look at Marc up to second position. Up the inside and makes a nice move on Jack Miller down at turn 11 into 12 as well. So Marquez might have a stand here for a race win, but Miller's going to fight back at him. Marc shuts the door coming into 14. Awesome start to this Tissot sprint. Bagnaia though, Megan, from 4th to 1st within, 3 laps?
Oh, that's impressive. I can imagine that a lot of those places happened quite.
Got a great launch off.
Start.
Yeah, but you didn't see the start because you were putting a band-aid on your finger.
Yeah.
Bastianini
Cleaning it.
Bastianini got up, launched with a wheelie. He'll get another crack at that tomorrow. Bagnaia straight through the centre, 5 wide into turn 1. Vinales took the lead, then it was Miller by turn 4, and then Bagnaia got it later on. Into turn 1 we go. Vinales battling with Jack Miller over 3rd position. Miller stays in 3rd. Vinales down to 4th. Look at Martin. He's trying to come right round the outside of everybody. Martin coming to the inside line down at turn 3 at Lagos. Can't get away through there. And everyone, they're all pack racing. It's again another great sprint race. And Acosta, 1:38.678. He has dropped it. He's back up to 9th position now. Started 7th, dropped to 11th, now 9th. He's making moves, but he's slowly coming back into it.
I could have sworn I just saw someone else drop.
Zarco.
Zeki. No, is it? No, wait.
Zarco.
No, it's Rins catching up.
Oh, yours is way behind. Here's here, look. Zarco's dropped down as well, 21st position, and Zarco is out. Zarco's out of the race.
Daddy long legs.
Oh, yeah. There's Zarco. He's going to get going again. He's crashed at turn 5 on that Castrol bike. Let's take a look how he did it. Oh, he just dropped it on exit. Again, really weird crashes this weekend.
His bike and his uniform thing looks like
Overalls?
the Italian flag.
So
D'Antonio.
Oh, Brad Binder too.
And
There's
yeah,
why
Binder.
Binder's crashed. Brad Binder's crashed out. So was Digi. Now that's look further back in the background. There it is at the top of the hill. Binder's
Right in the
crashed.
gravel.
And yeah, we've got Digi dropping down to 20th position. Brad's crashed out of the race as well. And that is the man who is 2nd in the championship. And as you said, Megan, Digi's crashed out as well. And where's that? Is that uphill? Is that turn 12? No, it's turn 11. So he's gone off at the top of the hill. So already so many crashes, but Bagnaia leading by half a second. Then it's Marc Marquez. But there's 8 laps to go in this race. There's still an awful long way to play.
Why are they all crashing?
I don't know. It's higher temperatures they've got. The ones
At least they don't do this during the race.
Rins crashed with a medium front soft rear, but the other 2 that have gone down were hard front soft rear. They allegedly spent a ton of money working on putting them out. It doesn't seem safer.
No, it really doesn't.
It's a roller coaster. We've got no Wi-Fi. That's why there's a problem.
Yeah,
Mark's gone deep! Mark's gone deep! Sorry to cut across you. Mark's got it all wrong and Tory Vip, and he's left the door open for Maverick Vinales on the inside line.
Vinales is having a hell of a day.
Well, yeah, Vinales is doing fantastic. He was started in 2nd, dropped back, now he's back up to 2nd position again. Mark's been all over the place, but Top Gun is now going for Top Dog Bag.
Yeah, that chair, it hurts. Don't ever catch your finger in it.
I've done it. I've got a scar somewhere from it.
I've drawn blood. That's how vicious that chair is.
Look at the championship, look. Quite predictable. It's the same top 3, as it was end of last year. Bagnaia, Martin, Binder. And Binder not scoring any points in today's sprint has changed the complexion again. There's a confirmation that Binder's crashed out. Don't know what's happening here with the...
We may as well not have that on at the moment, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's not working really much, is it? That one's the one we're having to stay. Oh, no, it's okay a little bit. Might just take a little bit of time to catch up.
A lot of time.
Well, don't worry, the monitor's going to be here soon, and we all get it back. That's what I want.
Good.
Tell you what, I'll swap this out. Well, we've got this one in front of us here with the interval screens. That helps. As look at that, Bagnaia's put out a full second. This time, look, now we've got Nea Bastianini having a go. Is that Martin as well? Yeah, Martin's having a go on the back of Marc Marquez. Bastianini was trying to have a go at Miller as well. Pecco finds a way to get into the lead once again. Oh, yeah. I wonder if we're going to have a... Stop showing me the plastic. Give me the creeps. Is that Zarco back on the track? Yeah. I thought you spotted someone else had gone down.
Well, I did.
That's keeping up track quite nicely now, actually. Into the braking zone we go. Lap 6 of 12. We're halfway in the sprint race already. It does not take that long. And this is the battle for third position. Can Mark get a podium? Is Acosta... No, Matty Patterson said Acosta might get a podium in the sprint and the race as well. Is that our question? He's closing up on the back of these guys. Mark's done well, though, as well, to get a podium again.
He has done well to get it. Oh, what was that on there? Is that rain or just dirt?
Just dirt, although it's been threatening to rain at Portimao. It keeps
It looks
doing
like
that.
it's gonna rain.
Did it in Formula 1 as well. Because we're higher, and it's a pretty flat country. It's like Spain as well. It feels like you're in a bowl. The whole time I was in Spain, you could see the mountains wherever you look. Nearly seeing stars was Jorge Martin. The late lunge he did there at turn 13 has got ahead of Marc Marquez. So Martin's up to third. Marc's going to have to try and get the tail back. But honestly, when you're in Spain, it feels like you're in a bowl. You just look around and everywhere you see is a mountain. It's the weirdest experience. It's similar here in Portugal. But the up and downy nature of this track does feel like you're on a roller coaster at several times.
Like it.
There's where Maddie Patterson is in the media centre, looking down at the last corner. That's where she's watching this race from as she looks out the window.
Zarco pits.
And that'll be Zarco to retire then.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, he's out of this one. As they drop down the hill. Yeah, there's the confirmation. Zarco into the pit lane and out of it. Martin's up into third position. So, Bagnaia leads. Vinales, Martin, Marc Marquez, Miller is the top five. Bastianini, Acosta, Leicia Spargro, Quadraro and Raul Fernandez, Bezzecchi and Oliveira. That's the point scoring positions at the moment. Oliveira doing incredibly well after a poor performance this morning in qualifying. He's right back up there to do well. And look at, everyone's saying, Bomco94 saying, look at Honda as well. They're right down the order in proceedings as well. I don't even think there's anyone inside. Yeah, Mia's 15th, Nakagami's 17th, Marini's 18th, and then already out of the race was Zarco. So with the four Hondas, none of them are inside the points right now.
No.
One's out, three outside the points. Bagnaia gap between the riders, 0.9 seconds, now 0.8. And Vinales will be starting to close it down. Bagnaia has gone for an abrasive strategy here. Yes, it's hard front, soft rear, but there's always the risk that you're going to have of the tyres failing, as Maverick there had to sort of re-clutch. He had to get a better grip on the accelerator. He let go of it mid-corner.
Which is, I suppose it's not too bad for him to do that, given he is faster than Bagnaia right now. So
He is. He's a lot faster. The last lap, you can see the lap times being quicker and quicker. In fact,
doesn't seem to have lost much time.
no, Bagnaia should be right up there. He did that perfectly mid-corner, though. Just try and get a better grip, probably to pull it back.
It compensated for needing to slow down.
Yeah, because you can't pull the accelerator if you like that. You pull it like that. It's better if you go up and pull it back so that when it's full throttle, your hand's flat. It's easier to rock your wrist forward than it is to rock your wrist back.
Martin's fastest, man.
Yeah, 138.479. You said he was going faster on those section times. Yeah, and he's 7/10 of a second now as well. But Vinales is going to have to pay attention. And here comes Martin then on the back. Marc Marquez is off the podium at the moment, so he'll just be keeping together. I usually don't talk much when giving an opinion on world-class athletes, but Espargaro has been disappointing in interviews. He sounds miserable. I'll be surprised if he competes next year. Yeah, there's been a definite shift with him the last couple of races, whereas Vinales seems to be having the success with Aprilia.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
he doesn't have his brother in here anymore.
Yeah, it's almost lost half the fun, isn't it, when you lose?
Exactly.
Although
You can't complain at family dinners.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no one to compete with. Look at this from Martin. And Vinales nearly dropped it, coming out of Craig Jones into 10-10 to put him out. The rear bike just slipped away from him, expertly held.
Same happened with Marini.
Yeah. Hello to Bonjo as well. Welcome. Hello, everybody watching along. Oh, look at that. Vinales is twitching like crazy. That bike is not stable. I'm looking at it. We're on board with Martin, looking ahead to Vinales. And I'm seeing, look, there it is again. Little twitch. It's a shaky.
frustrating.
Yeah, it's a really shaky bike. It's not, there it is again. Look, there it is again. It's a shaky bike. Now you're going to go over the drop. It looks flat, this, doesn't it?
It's really not.
It's a 7-story drop. It's the equivalent of going 7 stories up and then dropping. It's a massive drop, and it's a massive uphill section as well. But it gives you such a toe down the start-finish straight as that camera's gone. Stone probably hit it as Martin comes through. Oh, hang on a minute. That's Bagnaia! Bagnaia's gone wide! I was wondering why Vinales was suddenly in front! Bagnaia's lost the lead of the race! He's down into 4th position! He's gone wide at turn 1! And Maverick Vinales takes the lead of the Tissot sprint! I was wondering why Bagnaia went straight on. I was looking at the front. I literally said, hang on a minute, because where was Bagnaia? He had a twitch, got on the curb, and the rear jumped on him.
It got him.
Yeah.
It finally got him.
You've been saying that ever since Qatar.
You know what is good now, though? The fact that, guess who's 3rd?
Marc Marquez onto a podium. Live championship. Oh, yes! Who says MotoGP's boring? At the moment, the World Championship is level. Bagnaia and Martin will both be on 37 points.
For a split second there, I thought there was a pile-up.
Now this is going to be good. Binder's only 8 points back, so despite Binder not scoring any points in this one, he's only 8 points back. And Marc Marquez is going to be only 12 points back. So the championship is blown wide open. But can Martin now take the lead with 4 laps to go, coming up on 3 laps to go? Can he take the lead away from Maverick Vinales?
Possibly.
And take the championship lead going into the Portuguese Grand Prix tomorrow? That's going to be the key factor here.
Kind of hope not. I mean, I think Vinales deserves a win.
If Vinales wins, it'll be his first win of any kind since the Qatar Grand Prix in 2021 on a Yamaha. And then later on that year was fired.
Exactly. Martin wins enough.
Yeah, he won the sprint race last time out as well. They'll be trading blows.
Who was that?
Augusto Fernandez dropped down into
Thank goodness.
17th position. However, I think it's an overtake. No, hang on. Has he gone down? Is Augusto? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Transponder. He's back to 15th.
Thank goodness.
And into the turn 5 we go. Vinales has the inside line. He goes defensive. Martin is right there with him, and they're nearly touching. So close between them as it's nearly front tyre of Martin to the rear tyre of Vinales. And Marc Marquez is going, okay, boys, you're too young. You can go out and have fun. I will be the more experienced racer. I'll save my tyres, wait behind you, and then nick it because he's going crazy. Maverick is literally riding one Top Gun, and I tell you what, Martin is definitely Iceman, isn't he?
He really is.
Come on, down the hill we go. I know, this is insane. Look at that, Mark's right there. Proper fight. Portugal is brilliant. What a fantastic race this is turning out to be. Vinales again goes defensive through Sarges at turn 14. Galp is the 15th corner. The 7-story drop, and now we've got a run here because Martin sacrificed a little bit of track position there. He's going to get a better run. He's almost got his face down. So's Vinales. They're almost laying on the racetrack. They're that close to the floor to try and minimise the slipstream toe of each other. Marc Marquez is right there. 2 to go in the Tissot sprint. Martin looks to the inside line but pulls out early. Tries to regain the grip into turn 1. Vinales hits the apex nicely, and here comes Marc Marquez. He's involved in this. 3 for a fight here in Portimao for a sprint win. And the top 3 in the podium as well. Brilliant. Through we go. Up through 4. Who's your money on? I've not got a clue. I'm thinking
I'm hoping
Marc.
Vinales.
I'm thinking Marc. I think he's going to just try. He's going to come in. He does this, doesn't he, Marc? Oh! Vinales, again, having to pull the throttle back through turn 5. He was, again, so slow at the exit. Martin was able to coast through. He's still second, though. Vinales leads. Yeah, Gift says, my money's on Marc. Let us know in the chat, who's your money on? Vinales, Martin, or Marc Marquez?
I'm going Vinales.
Considering half our viewership is Indonesian and massive Marc Marquez fans, I think everyone's hoping for a Marc Marquez win here as well.
I mean, we all hope that, though. I think Vinales deserves one.
General said my money is on Martin. He's in P2. If Mark can do a double here, that would be redemption. And look how close he's getting. This is old Mark Marquez now. And look, Martin's gone wide. Martin's made a mistake. Marquez is going to capitalise on that. Martin was too wide through turn 13. That's going to give the opportunity to Mark. He's literally right there. He can almost reach out and pull him off the bike as we come through turn 15 and gap, drop down and hit the throttle for one final lap of this amazing Tissot sprint. Qatar didn't deliver. Portugal certainly is.
Honestly, it wouldn't be the first time we had a rider push another one off.
Mark would know all about that.
Yeah.
Thanks to Valentino Rossi. Down into turn 1, into Primera. I think Vinales might have that advantage of 0.6 of a second at the moment, but Marc Marquez is right there. He's going to capitalise on it, and Martin is starting to look a bit wobbly. That front tyre's not so strong as we think it is.
No, it's not. Oh,
yeah, it was
hit
so
the curbs there too.
And that's going to allow Mark. Is he going to go for it? He's lining him up through turn 5. He's going to go for it. Mark on the inside line. Oh, Martin has to lift up. Mark goes too deep. Mark takes second position. He caught Martin, and Martin's shaking his head. You don't want to do that, sunshine. But the world champion of 8 times knows exactly what he's doing.
He really does. Now that was quite close going round that corner.
They are literally arm in arm, the Marquez family in the Grassini garage right now. Alex is on the back of Oliveira as well for the last point in this sprint race. Maverick Vinales, though, has pulled out a second. Unless he makes a mistake on his own, he's going to win for the first time since 2021 on a Yamaha in Qatar. And it'll be a sprint race win. He still wouldn't have won a Grand Prix, but it will be his first win for Aprilia. Hopefully, it'll open up the floodgates. But here comes Marc Marquez. He's still got 0.9 of a second. It easily could go wrong at any moment through the last corners. We saw Mark crash here this morning in qualifying number 2, but it's no problem for Vinales. Top Gun is back on top step. Maverick has found his goose again and wins. Yes! Good news story for Maverick Vinales. You are a winner for the first time since 2021. Yes, it's a sprint race, but you win. Yes! Fantastic! They've been waiting for that for so long at Aprilia. They had all the joy last year with Aleix Espargaro. They wanted it to be Vinales, and he's done it in fine style. Marquez is second, and he's celebrating like it's a race win. And Martin finishes third, Bagnaia fourth. The championship is as close as ever. Fantastic!
That was amazing, and I knew it. I knew Vinales would win. He deserves that after not winning anything for so long.
It's a sprint win, a first sprint win for him. Can he do the full distance and get a Grand Prix into it? He's crying on the bike. That is so good. The man who was fired from Yamaha mid-season went to Aprilia after the summer break in 2021. He's built that team up with Aleix Espargaro. Aleix had all the joys last year with sprint wins, title challenges, race wins, but never did Vinales get a sniff. And now the dog has had his day. Maverick is on top gun
It's his
form.
turn.
Fabulous. That is a brilliant news story.
It's finally his turn again.
And it's about time. Martin in third. It's a Spanish 1-2-3 in the Portuguese sprint in the Algarve. Fabulous. And we've got 24 laps tomorrow where anything could happen again.
Do you reckon he might be able to win it?
I've got a good feeling he's going to get it.
I reckon it'll be a fight between him and Marquez.
There's the move. Mark diving up the inside of Jorge Martin. Prima Pramac weren't happy with that. Martin literally had to lift up as well, but I think it's all fair for Mark. He gave him plenty of notice he was going to be there. Oh.
He did.
Old Mark is back. Old Maverick is back. Oh, yes. That's a good news story. That is a brilliant news story. We've needed that for so long.
We have.
Oh. 24 laps tomorrow, can't come soon enough. They'll go hard front, medium rear tomorrow. Some people will try medium front, medium rear again. Look at the championship. Bagnaia will lead on 37 points. Martin will be on 35. Binder, 29. Marc Marquez, 27. There's a 10-point gap separating the top 4 in the championship.
That is so close.
Everyone's loving MM93. And there's the moment that ruined Bagnaia's lap. just ran straight on at turn 1.
And we're all happy for that because Vinales deserved it.
We're feeling adrenaline with your voice, but thanks. Oh, well, we're feeling up in the commentary box. You can't not get excited when you're watching that. It's fantastic. Thank you for the lovely words. Thank you to everyone who's watched this one. We'll have the interviews and the podium medal ceremony as well. And I think he's angry. He the perfectionist in Pecco. To lose out after such a perfect start on a mistake of, he made. Oh, this could be fun.
It's like he's containing the anger.
Yeah. And there's Maverick Vinales. Just listen to the crowd. Yes.
They've all been waiting for that moment.
2021. It's such a long time.
During that time, we still had COVID. The last time he won anything, COVID was still a major, major thing.
I've commentated on all his Grand Prix wins, back from Silverstone in 2016, that amazing wet-dry race we had. He won it on a Suzuki, and then he went over to Yamaha for the main team. For some reason, it's in the paddock now, the podium. Why not do it on the start-finish straight? Why do it in the paddock?
That's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, really weird to have it in the paddock. There's Susie Perry, right there at the exit, so she's ready to have some interviews. Eric says the crowd, that is some MotoGP fans for real. Maverick paid his dues. Look at this. Yes. Right, what do you make of that one?
I thought it was very good.
Race tomorrow, can you do it again, Maverick? Or is Mark going to come through?
Do you know, I've noticed sprints only work in MotoGP.
Yeah, they do.
They only work here.
Only here, because they've got the tyres to do it. Because they can last for 12 laps. Okay, Max, I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Sorry about your finger.
Yeah.
Injury. See you soon. Take care. And we've got Moto E coming up after this one as well. Megan Cartman, you're in here for about 20 minutes. Maybe even less. Marc Marquez having a fantastic run around. Megan's still watching, Alex. I'll say Alex says thank you. That was awesome. Sorry about the injury. Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. Cut it on the chair leg, on the side arm. Got a finger trapped under the skin. Unbelievable. 9,784 total viewers. What? For a sprint race? Oh, wow. Okay. I appreciate every single one of you who's tuned in for this one. And we'll be back tomorrow. Moto 3, Moto 2 and MotoGP. All those races covered live here. And I can't wait for that. Moto E's second race coming up after this broadcast. And they'll be off to bed. Ready for the racing tonight with Formula 1 as well. We're through the day. What a run for Maverick Vinales. Let's hear though from the top three and we'll hand over to the world feed.
With that setting.
I think we're going to hear, Neil, from Jorge Martin. I believe he'll be down there with Simon Crayford.
Jorge,
yeah.
It obviously didn't go exactly to plan because you're not in first, but what a great ride. Please tell us about it.
Well, it was a difficult race. I started really bad. And then, I was trying to be competitive, but I had some issues with the rear. Also, the front temperature, I think, went super high. But, I did my best, and hopefully we can improve for tomorrow.
Congratulations.
He loves the fight. He won't be too disgruntled, I would have thought. Probably expecting a move from Marc Marquez. But problems with the rear, but that can also be about corner entry, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And he has talked, I haven't heard him mention it this weekend, but about chatter. That can, a lot of the times that starts from the rear. It's a horrible sensation. It's a vibration through the motorcycle. It's the last thing you want when you especially when you're tipping into corners like that. The famous Craig Jones corner, the beautiful turn 9.
Marc Marquez.
He's going to be happy.
First podium on a Ducati in the sprint race in Portugal. He's loving it.
Mark, what a roller coaster weekend. Like, you've looked on another level since you've arrived here or in end of FP1, but then qualifying, the crash looked like a technical problem and put you so far back on the grid, but what a ride back to the front.
Yeah, honestly, on the qualifying practice, I mean, the weekend will be more difficult because starting on 8th position is super difficult, and then tomorrow on the race will be even more difficult. But I did a mistake on the qualifying practice that I was able to avoid because I engaged the rear device too early, and then the bike was sitting, and then I crashed. After that mistake, the team did a very great job to repair the bike, and on the race I was super lucky on the first lap to have a good start, and then I overheat a bit the front tire, I relax a bit, and then I come back in the last laps to attack, and tomorrow with the medium rear will be a bit different.
Congratulations.
He says with the medium rear, is that a bit different? Does that mean positive or negative? We'll see, won't we? But we got an explanation for his crash earlier, Neil.
Wow, what an explanation. We couldn't understand it. That's the move, by the way, on the last lap. The fast crash into that last corner this morning in qualifying. I mean, he engaged the rear ride-eye device too early. Yeah, you think. I mean, he'd not even got into the corner. I think that shows where Mark's at the moment. He's rebuilding, isn't he? And he's full of adrenaline on a qualifying lap, and he's slightly giddy almost, I'd say. Do you know, if you know what I mean? And he's made a real rookie mistake there. I tell you what, he's got away with it. That was a fast crash. We thought it looked unusual. Now we know why it was so unusual. Here's your winner.
Max back on top of the podium in the sprint. Maverick Vinales with Simon.
Maverick, the paddock knows you're a lovely guy and have amazing talent. How good does it feel to show it today?
No, today it feels good. Honestly, happy to be back on the top positions. I know Qatar wasn't our level. I had some issues with the setting, but here we are showing that we are finding the way. I'm very happy about how the things are going, and very concentrate for tomorrow. But we're gonna enjoy today because it's my first win with Aprilia, so I will enjoy it, of course.
Huge congratulations.
I didn't know if he was going to smile then. It was all very poker face, wasn't it? Until a little smile broke out. But he can enjoy this. He wasn't right in Qatar. The start of the year, actually, in testing, there's been a few grumbles here and there. But through it all, if you actually listen to his words, he's positive. The problem from us, from a media side of things, listening to those words is we've heard them all before, and we need to see the end product. Well, we have seen it today.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have asked the question of Maverick, like I said, for the last 3 seasons. And 9 times out of 10, we have been slightly disappointed, but he showed his true talent. There he is. There he is. Like that.
He's not right.
I want one of them.
Onto the podium, and the Gorilla Mask coming out in full swing, it seems, out there as well. Onto the podium we come then. Back to a handheld mic to what a race that was. That was one of the best sprint races I think we've seen. It was constant drama, and what a run. Maverick Vinales finally back on top dollar. I think that is the best news of all. As you see, Oliver Cosadia as well, the Tissot Vice President, will present the bronze medal to Jorge Martin, another one to add to his collection. Still got 2 sprint medals, still got a lot of points. Of course, he won in Qatar, the sprint. Jorge Vegas, the FIM president, now presents the silver medal to Marc Marquez, a second place him. 3rd in the sprint in Qatar, 2nd in the sprint here. Will he win the next sprint, or will he win tomorrow? But it is Maverick Vinales. Amazing, everybody. He wins here. Amazing, gets the gold medal for the sprint race as well. What a performance. And now it's champagne time in the paddock. And I really hope that Susie doesn't get soaked because she's got all that electrical equipment and all the handheld stuff as well. Champagne time here for the Tissot Sprint. An amazing race. We will be back with the Moto E race as well. All the action from that in around about half an hour's time. Tomorrow, we've got warm-up, Moto 3, Moto 2 and the MotoGP Grand Prix to watch. And join us throughout the night for the coverage of Formula 3, Formula 2 and Formula 1's Australian Grand Prix. Marc Marquez in second, but Maverick is Top Gun once again. You could say he's Top Gun Maverick. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.